Welcome to the Shah of St. Augustine, Queen of Living the Dream, Amber Shah, Wellness Insights of Costa Rica. Here we go, off to Costa Rica in my first class seat, because that's how we do it. We work hard, we play hard. My husband actually had to go to Costa Rica on a business trip, and he got upgraded to first class, so he gave me his seat. Isn't he a sweetheart? And then as soon as we got there, we went to this Indian restaurant called the Taj Mahal. It was very pretty, and it was near inside of a mall, I believe. But they had some really good food and some really good juice drinks that were delicious. And then we went to go check out the office space that my husband had to go check out. We made him jump in these steps. And the left side, you can see the business park area where we're walking around. And then I love just taking videos of outside of the windows of inside the airplane. So check out some of these fluffy clouds. Inside the business park where the office was located, there was a bar called Waffles E Maple, where this barista Mike made the most beautiful coffees I've ever seen in my entire life. So we went with a party of 4, and we got 4 beautiful coffees twice, and I was so happy to receive these coffees. Look at how cute they are. Oh my gosh. Gracias mucho, Mike. Those are just to die for, and they were delicious. The cortadas were so good. All right, and then outside of the business park, there was like a little splash pad, a lot of cute little ambiance here. I could totally buy one of those condos. I think that one of these days I'm going to buy one of those condos. And then for dinner, we went to the La Divina Comida and got the ceviche. Had to try the ceviche. And we got many other dishes as well, but I believe it was my first night meeting all these guys, so I didn't really feel comfortable asking if I'd take pictures of all their food. But don't worry, I get close with these bros eventually. But look at these fluffy clouds and enjoy that. And then at the Courtyard by Marriott in San Jose, I visited the gym and took a gander at the pool, and then we did a lot of driving around. So the first day we went to the waterfalls and checked out the La Paz waterfalls, but while we were driving, it was just so beautiful. I had to make a ton of videos. I love recording videos of all of the beautiful countryside as we were driving around, and of course while I was in the plane. And we were driving to our very first location, to the La Paz, which means Peace Waterfalls, and it was so gorgeous. But when I got there, I saw this bathroom. Costa Rica, I am doing a little tour of the waterfalls, and I needed to show you this bathroom. So you need to see this bathroom. Look at this. Okay, come with me. So this bathroom is freaking gorgeous. All right, first of all, I look amazing. All right, second of all, look at this sink situation. All right, it's got these little things here where the water comes out, but look, you have to do this. I'll set you up over here and let you see, okay, that you have to turn this little rock over here, and then the water comes out. Isn't that so cool? That's so cool. All right, and then also, it's also very cute, and then there's this paper towel holder, also very cute. And then if you go into one of the actual little toilets, it's like you're going into like a Spanish confession area. Alright, but look at that little toilet paper holder, it's so cute. Alright, I just wanted to show you that. That was super cute. So the waterfall area at the Peace Lounge and Peace Lodge or whatever, dude, it was so cool. You have to go check it out. When you go there, it was amazing, because it was like we were literally driving there, and then they were like, Amber, what would be your dream property? And I was like, I don't know, probably like 50 acres of land that, you know, just inhabited, natural, whatever. And then we roll up there and I get a brochure, and it's like, welcome to 50 acres of land that just is dedicated to the earth. And I was like, what the heck? And then there were like waterfalls all over the place, and it was like, I didn't even know we were going to this place. It was just amazing. It was like a dream come true. So there's our buddy Alan, who was our tour guide, and I believe he's in charge of cruises in Costa Rica, something like that. So he is the master of the butterfly, though, because he was talking to the butterflies, you guys. But look at these stairways. I want to draw your attention to the railings, because these railings were actually like cement imprinted prints, like 3D printed kind of, and it was just amazing because it was like not real wood. But look at all these toucans, and I was just having fun playing with nature. So this place was really cool, and you can, I'm not sure if you just get a day pass or something, because I was with a group, so we just kind of went, I went in when I was told to go in. But there was all these different rooms that had all these different birds, and the toucans were running around in their little thing, and it was raining this day, so we all got ponchos. And we were walking around, and the walkways were very nice. It was very nicely put together, and I loved how tropical it was. And we had this area over here. I believe there were some sloths down there, and other types of animals, and you could see some pretty baby waterfalls over here and some very cute little flowers. I loved just taking all the beautiful pictures. I didn't know that it was going to get even more beautiful than this. And then I saw these parrots or parakeets or macaws or whatever you want to call them. And then we go in all these little rooms that have trying to stop all the animals from getting out. Now there's a sloth up there. Oh my god, they looked so soft. You just wanted to touch them. It must be interesting being one of these zoo animals, because so many people come by and then they're kind of like trying to hide, but they can't. So it's like some of them are really hard to see. I think on the left they were actually on top of the doorway. So I had to reach my camera up on top of the doorway to be able to see them at all. And then didn't even get to see them until I saw my screen. And then there was like all these like taxidermy moths and spiders and giant insects and locusts or whatever they're called. And some beautiful parrots on the right there. I like the colorful parrots. But oh man, I was putting my hands up here to show you how big these things were. Some of these like scarab beetle type things were humongous. And then we came up to this butterfly room, and I got to get up close and beautiful butterflies. Now, in my life, I've been to butterfly rooms before, but none of them have been so friendly as these ones. So we were with our buddy Alan, and he caught one of the butterflies. He just got it right there on his finger. And then he was trying to help me put it on my finger, but as soon as I went to go grab it, it flew away. Ah! And then we ended up finding another one, and then he was helping me get that one on. But dude, that one stayed on for a really long time. Look at this buddy, my buddy. He wanted to hang out with me all day, and he was so pretty, and he was mine, and he was my buddy, and we were buddies. There were some buddies that were trying to leave when we were exiting the area. We were trying to get them to go back inside, but you can't really talk to the butterflies too good, so you don't really know what they're up to. But we were trying to direct this guy back in, but we continued to make it our way around. But it was interesting though, because I really didn't expect Costa Rica to be cold. But today was quite the chilly day. It was early November and the end of hurricane season, as it were. But check out all these monkeys. All these little monkeys were running around in the little monkey area. They were actually kind of hard to find. They were like gathered up in one area, but then not doing too much, probably because of all the cold raininess. And then there were actually some monkeys that were over to the side. And it was funny because I think that they were sniffing paint, like literally over there, because like some dude was over on the side and he was like spray painting the wall or something. And I was over there for a hot minute trying to take a picture, and I was like, man, it smells like paint over here. And I wonder if these monkeys are just sniffing this paint. Anyways, but I mean, what are you gonna do if you're just a monkey, right? Just monkeying around, just monkeying around. Look at these monkeys just monkeying around. All the different types of monkeys. I guess they want to keep all the monkeys separated in different areas so all the monkeys stay segregated or whatever. We're in the hummingbird forest now. Let's find some hummingbirds. Oh, there's one. They're all over the place. Can you see any? We're trying to find them. They're near the feeders and stuff. And
so let's stop for
crikey, let's look for a hummingbird. Hummingbirds are so cool. Do you see the one eating from this feeder up there on the red feeder? But then on the left, it was like a restaurant that was in the walkabout area. So there was like a cafe that you can get a buffet there, and they had lots of good food, actually, many choices. And it was beautiful because you could oversee the cool view. The La Paz waterfall area is super cool. I took a video of the brochure and I took home one of the giant books that they had because they offer weddings and all this other cool stuff there, and they have overnight stays and the whole resort. I was really shocked with myself that I loved it so much, even though the weather was not delightful. It was kind of chilly. But here at La Paz, you go through the animal wildlife refuge area, and we've got all the big cats over here. One of the first ones, and I don't know if you noticed, it was kind of limping around, and looking at that one made me a little bit unhappy because I don't like seeing the animals being hurt or anything. But this guy on the left kept staring at me. Ooh, he was fun. All these boring cats just all taking naps while it was cold and rainy. And then there's the man, the myth, the legend himself. And we were just walking around trying to check all these guys out. And I was just trying to take some cool pictures and looking at some flora and fauna, as it were. And then there were some cool walkways. I love masonry. I love good brickwork. It's just satisfying to look at. And then there were some really cool stairways. And again, look at these railings, which were not wood. They were actually like cement. And then we made our way into the reptile area. And we got to see all these cool snakes. And on the right, I don't know if you can see, that's a stick snake. It looks like a stick. It took forever for me to see that that was a snake. And then there were some venomous and non-venomous snakes. And then we got to go see some frogs, and there were some venomous and non-venomous poisonous frogs, tiny, tiny little rainforest frogs. And then there were actually some frogs that we'll see where they had marked the leaves on the trees for you to be able to see the frogs, because the frogs were going to be on the bottom of the leaf and they just kind of slept there. So there's my snake on the right there that looks like a stick. Okay, and then here you can see the tags. And then I don't know, you say that little lump in the very middle of the screen is actually a frog. And then we finally got to go see the waterfalls. The treacherous, treacherous waterfalls. Oh my gosh. These waterfalls were so beautiful. Obviously, waterfalls are beautiful, right? And so cool. But the raininess, I've got to say, really made it feel more scary, because there were these walkways, which were beautiful walkways, very well kept. But you just have the danger of slipping and falling and hitting your head on a slab of cement, which is just not the most best feeling in the world. And then there were these stairs over here that were made of metal, and they were not slippery, but they looked slippery. You know what I mean? They're like shiny, so they like look slippery. So like mentally you just feel like you're gonna die. But anyways, that's the fun part. So we got to go all the way down to this area to go see all these waterfalls. There was one spot where you could see like 4 waterfalls all at once. But man, you gotta say, going out to go see some waterfalls and then meditating and stuff like that, that is totally a thing. You just go out and look at the waterfalls and see if you want to leave. Like, you don't want to leave. Like, that's the meditation. You just want to be one with the nature. You just want to live there forever. You just like, how do I stay here forever, without breaking my phone, and then also never needing a charger, and just recharge myself with this water, make myself like a mill or something, and then a boat, and then just live right there. Like, everybody just wants to do that. How beautiful is this? So gorgeous. So you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 waterfalls all in one area. Very loud, and that's another thing. It's almost like the bumblebee breath. There's like a yogic breath, pranayama exercise that you can do called the bumblebee breath, and it's where you make a humming noise while you cover your ears and you close your eyes and you close your mouth, and you just like are overcome with noise. So it's kind of like this: when you're over here, you can't even hear anything else. It's like somebody asks you a question, and you're like, I don't know, I can't think, because it's just so loud. So it's just beautiful. It's loud. It's everything that you need. Look at all these stairs. Just keep stepping. Just keep stepping. We were actually with our buddy Enrique, who was saying that he had a problem with one of his knees and like hurt from the step. So every single time I took a step, I was just envisioning my buddy Enrique with his hurt knees, my poor little buddy, and trying to get some good videos of these beautiful waterfalls and this beautiful countryside, and then we went to the Tin Joe restaurant. Alan was saying it's his parents' favorite Asian fusion restaurant. There's so much beautiful food here. They had Indian, they had Chinese, they had Asian fusion, they had Thai. I forget what I got, but it was delicious. And then we started driving around for our last day because we were only really there for Tuesday. We went and saw the office. Wednesday, we went and saw the waterfalls. And then here we go. Thursday, I started my day with a yoga session at the pool. So I went down to the pool and set up and did a yoga session. And I also recorded it. So if anybody wants to go do it, it's on my Inner Glow Health and Wellness channel. And you can go do my yoga class on that channel. If you want to join me, I would love for you to do that. And that was a lot of fun. And then we had to hit the road because we had a busy day planned, but none of it worked out. So let's go see what we were able to do. I was really excited for this day because we were going to go zip lining, and we went and had our reservation for our zip line, but Mother Nature had other plans. And as soon as we got to the zip lining place, the sky opened up and it started downpouring. And they told us that we could wait 20 minutes if we wanted to try to zip line today, but the rain was just simply so bad, and it continued, and it did not get any lighter. So after waiting about 5 minutes, we were like, yeah, this is not going to work out. But instead, we went and saw some ruins. I didn't even know that Costa Rica had ruins, but my husband did, and he told our buddy Alan that he really wanted to go see the ruins. So we went to go see the ruins of Cartago. And that is a little bit outside of San Jose. It wasn't that far per se, but the traffic was so bad that it took like forever. So here are the ruins. They were absolutely gorgeous. They were all locked up though, so you couldn't go inside, but they must have had some beautiful maintenance situation going on. And then we were able to go like all the way around it. But nearby, there were some other cool things to look at. Right across the street, there was like Cartago Square or something like that. And there was this huge Costa Rican flag, as well as this giant lady statue made out of metal. Oh, so this is inside the ruins of Cartago, where I was able to put my phone in through there and get a beautiful view. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous. There was a dog that was just sitting on the outside of it. That was really pretty. Just the dog was amazing. And then I got to walk around. So the grounds are just really well kept. Look at this really pretty area. And you just want to kind of walk around there. And that's another nice little meditative walk because it's so satisfying looking. But I can only imagine how much work it must be to keep this place up, and it figures why they keep it all locked up, because they don't want people to go inside there. But those are the ruins of Cartago, very pretty. All right, and then right across the street from there, when you exit and then you go out, there's a like public square area for like a marketplace and walking around, and the amount of pigeons were just amazing. You got to see this. These pigeons were just insane. I was like, I saw a few, and then the more that I followed them around, there were just like literally 1,000 of them. I swear. I don't know if I've ever seen more pigeons than this. And people were like feeding the pigeons. Look at these people feeding the pigeons. All right. And then after that, we went and saw the Cathedral de la Angeles, the Our Lady of the Angels or something, the Basilica. And it was to die for. You have to go see this church. It is beautiful. I love me a good cathedral. All right. And then we've got the Virgin who had the river over here. So there was like some sort of a holy water situation. And there was a lady over here that was like filling up her bottle. And we all took a little sippy sip. I spritzed it myself. And then downstairs they had this like hall of knickknacks, which was really cool. So there was like a whole bin that was full of pendants that were shaped like people, shaped like hearts, shaped like lungs, all these internal organs really. And then airplanes and all these other little figurines. And then we finally got some lunch. We got some beautiful, beautiful lunch. And we got some street food that was really nice. Oh my God, but it smelled really good. It looked really good. This lady was making these arepas that were fresh, and she made them by hand, and it was just fantastic. So then we went to the volcano, Irazu, the Volcan Irazu. It's the Irazu volcano, and it was like rainy and stuff this day. So we did not get to see very much of the view that we were supposed to have seen, I believe, because look at that. And I don't know what the hell we were supposed to be looking at, but this is what I saw, and it was dingy AF. But seriously though, I could not get over the amount of like vacant lots of open land in Costa Rica. And I believe they were saying in the car, they were discussing something about like almost 70% maybe of the land being protected, definitely over 50%. And I thought that was really cool, and I love the idea of that. And even our buddies were talking about how nice the people from Costa Rica are compared to some of the other Central American countries that you may or may not have heard about. And me personally, I didn't really even know the difference, but they were talking about it. And one of them was from El Salvador. So if he's from El Salvador and he's talking about that kind of stuff, then I'll believe him, because he was even saying that he liked Costa Rica better than El Salvador too. But anyways, and then this was one of our last meals at one of the restaurants that was near the office. And then this was our early morning shuttle to catch our plane home, and that was our trip to Costa Rica. We would have gone zip lining had the weather been good. That's like one of the main things that I was looking forward to. But I got a first class seat upgrade from my husband on one of the legs of our trip home. We had 2 flights home. This is the Costa Rican airport. That's my first class seat on my first flight home, but then I had gotten the regular economy coach on the way home from Miami to Jacksonville. No big deal. But anyways, I can't wait to go back to Costa Rica. I had so much fun. I hope that you enjoyed watching some of my trip with me, and PuraVida, y'all. So hit me up if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. And I look forward to seeing you in St. Augustine when you're ready to live the dream. Give me a call. Have a great day. Remember to subscribe, share, and comment